and why it is important. Anyone having any idea about of API testing? we have a we are going to validate UI testing, right? So why the industry required API testing? We are going to do UI testing, right? Selenium with Java means HTML validation. But now these days, all the companies also looking for the API testing. Why? No idea. Okay, so actually, what happened? I'll tell you the problem with UI testing. Okay, so in the UI, you can see if you want to just I'm going for Amazon, right? So be having the requirement to test this application, right? So what happened? Like we having some complicated test cases, like you have to you have to search new item and you have to add the multiple item in the add cart, so you have to check the functionality of the add cart, right? So it's like complete validation happen, right? It will take much time, right? It will take more time. What in API, what we are going to do, we are going to validate the you know business logic only. Like we are not going to validate the UI part directly. We can validate the logic. Okay, so whatever the business logic is there, like this is this. Okay, so what I can tell, I have to uh, just I want to validate here. Uh, Customer is new customer is created or new atom is added, right? So what happened? So you have to validate the new atom here or a new order. Okay, new order, right? So when you can see when you order in Flipkart or any e-commerce, you can see one track ID number is generated, right? So how many do the validation, right? You have to, if you will go in the UI validation, so registration page, then first you have to validate the users, right? So users are new users or existing users, so we have to write all the code, right? But in the API we having the simple request data here. Okay, here we having the simple request data, like, and we are going to validate from JSON, like name, or just I'm giving, or I can write here uh, mm, item order ID. Okay, so this is the order ID, and just we have to, if I will hit this, or if I will hit this, then we will get this simple data here. So what happened, this is the very easy, and it is like it won't be take much time, just we are going to validate the backend logic. Okay, so how the development happen with API testing, like you can see if you will go in the any website, like be having the make my trip, right? So this make my trip, if you will search in make my trip with any flights, okay, so you can see, so what happened, this make my trip is the third party website, and they okay, it's not hold on, okay, it's still fetching. Okay, so what happened, this make my trip, they have integrated with other application, like we having the, I can go here, SpiceJet, right? So this is the, we have integrated with make my trip, got it, right? So either you can go in SpiceJet and you can directly, you can book your tickets here, right? But here only we having the SpiceJet, right? But in the make my trip, we they have integrated all website here, like airlines website, Go Air, you can see Indigo, right? So they have done through the API. Okay, so what is the developer job here? So developer job, they have developed the logic to integrate multiple application. Okay, another advantage to use of this API, like might be this SpiceJet is developed on the Java code, or here might be this Go India Go, right? Indigo is developed on Python. So what happened? This API or this web services, it will easily integrate with any language. Like we having the different language, so we are able to integrate. So what happened? When we are going to do integration, right? When we are going to do integration, so here we having the make my trip, or here we have a multiple, you know uh, like a SpiceJet, Indigo, or any others, right? So what happened? So this is like we are integrating with this all the application by using this API. Got it, right? So here we having the API logic. Okay, so when you are going to search, when you are hitting the request, or when you are searching here, when we are going to search, you can see when I will search this, then what happened? When I will search it, it will hit the request for all the website. You can see, hold on, and we are fetching the flight from there. So what happened when I will search? When we are searching, we are the user, but internally what happened? Here we having the one server. So when you will click on the search button, right? When we are going to click on this search button, okay, so when we are clicking, yeah, okay, so when you will click here, so let me take any, okay, so when you will click here, then what happened? It will hit this logic. There is the logic, or you can tell the server, means this is the request you are sending. Got it, right? And it will check the response as per the customer requirement. So what is your requirement? So you want to move, or you want to travel somewhere, right? So like Mumbai to Delhi, and this date and this date. So this is the user request, right? So when you are hitting this, then it will hit it. So we will hit here, or we will click here search. So it will validate the logic. It will validate the logic. So here what happened? If you will talk in the API language, so what happened? Hitting the request. Okay, so again, this the request having the different method here, like post, get. I will tell you this all the things. Okay, so in the practical part, so what happened when I will hit, then it will hit this server, and it will check, right? It will check, and it will back to give you the response. So this is the response page we are getting, right? This is the response page. Okay, they are returning the multiple response here. So these are the flights which is available here, right? So we are going to validate here backend logic. Okay, so API testing, if you are learning any testing stuff, so you should having the knowledge of manual, how it is working, functionality, how it is working, then you guys are able to automate the things, right? So what happened? So API, we having the multiple tools for that. So Postman, we have a Postman, right? So Postman and so PY tool. So these are the, if you will go as a automation test engineer, so you should having the some basics knowledge of the Postman, what happened the real time. So same thing, process, all the process are manual process only. So you will get the requirement, then you have to understand the requirement from the developer. So developer will give you everything. You have to understand the requirement. Again, after understanding the requirement, you have to define the test cases. Okay, so here the all this data, I'll show you one some data. Okay, so I will teach you this all the things if you're learning the first time. If you already know, that is fine also. So like these all this data you will, who will give you, the developer will give you, or you will get inside this a specification requirement document. Okay, so what actually it is and how to use this, so we will learn that. Okay, so this is like some overview of that why API testing is required. So mostly company, they are doing 70% API nowadays days, and some of the important features they're going to test for the UI validation. Okay, so I don't know, because every year market demand is going to change. So we having the demand and you have to explore your knowledge in API. So API again, if you will go in the automation like Selenium, we have a REST assured API. Okay, in Selenium, right? So we having the Selenium framework, right? So same like that, if you want to go for the real time complete automation, so we having the REST assured. So by using this REST assured, you can write the code. Okay, so this is REST assured, and let me. So this is the, I will come on that. So now only we are going to teach you how to do the manual step. So then, or then after that, you having the knowledge of the Java, then you are able to do automation with REST assured. Okay, so it is very easy if you know you can see all the, we having the many things are there, many methods are there, and many things are there here. So if you know the Java, it's not like a big deal, you can grab very easily. So that's why I told you, right, Java is very important. So again, you have to, you can see we have a huge library, we have a huge interface class and all to automate everything. Only again, we having the Java concept, and you have to learn this library to, how to automate this API stuff, right? So how to start this API testing? So just I have documented few things, so it's easy to understand. Okay, my system is okay. So what is API? So API is a define a set of rules which contains clearly define the method of communication, right? So it will communicate, right? So it is going to communicate with one application to another application. We are going to integrate with that, right? So again, so like like Chinese people, right? They don't know English, right? They know only Chinese language. Or Japanese people, right? So one Chinese people are there and one Japanese people are there, right? So and one people having the common language, right? That is called English language. English is the common language, right? So this is the job of API testing. The people who knows the English, because English is having the common language. Japanese also knows, Chinese also knows, right? So this is the common interface between the two application. Like that we can also understand. Chinese means the application which is developed on the uh, Django, means Python, or Japanese means it is developed on the code Java or Java library. In Java we having the multiple like web services and all, many frameworks are there for developing the application. So who is the mediator? Mediator is your web services, and this is your client, or where we are going to hit. So what happened? So one so mediator is there, right? Instructor is there in middle of that. So same thing API is doing, right? So API helps the different software component to interact with each other. API stand for application programming interface, and talking in the technical term, an API is a set of procedure, function, and other points of the access which an application and operating system a library and make available to the program in order to allow it to interact with other software. So same thing, whatever we have discussed, like you can just remind the make my trip, right? So this is your request, and this is the response, right? So if you are searching, means you are hitting the request and logic. So in the middle we having the backend logic, it is executed and we are getting the response data, or we are getting the response page. In the response page, what it was displaying, it was displaying all the flights information, like which flights having the like seats, and you are able to book over there. So same thing, it is doing the API. So again, another example is like if you're going for the restaurant, right? So that is your menu. So check the menu and make it the order, right? This is the waiter. So waiter is doing the mediating, right, between the you and this kitchen's people, right? So take the order and bringing the pizza, like it took the order and it bring the. So again, this is the another example of like the API, how this API is working. So again, this is the technical how this API is working. So application client API request. I'm going to tell you the request. So I will come on the practical. So you will get easily, you are able to understand. This is the data servers sources and this is the response. Got it, right? So what is the API testing? Okay, so now we have learned what actually API, what is API, why API, and what you have to do in the API testing. So what happened? And this is the I already attended many interview. Even I'm also attending sometime the interview only what the company is looking for. Okay, so I have attended a few interview which is based on the API testing. So I cannot like it's not a big deal. Just you have to response code, a status code. So what happened? So this is the list of actually when I will come on this things. So I will give you, or you can take this URL. So what happened? So this is the first question they are going to ask you. So we having the multiple responses, like you are searching something or you are hitting the request. So this is the code will define what the successful and getting the error and all. So we having the multiple codes you will get on the while validating the API testing. So this is the first thing you have to validate in the API testing. So this code you can see we having the successful response. So if your response is getting the successful, so we'll get like this code, I'll show you here. You can see when I'm hitting this request. So in the response you can see we are getting this status code is okay. So these all the things you have to validate. You have to also validate what the response it is going to return. Okay, so this is the main challenge to validating the data, because this is a simple response data, but if we will go in the real time we having the multiple JSONs, and now only we are going to do manual, right? Again you have to write the code to extract this data from the response and you have to validate, right? So this is again same actual and expected. So from there going to validate the UI, but here we are going to validate the response data. So how you will become the master, only you have to do the practice, that's it. Okay, so right, so these are all the things you have to like what the things it is returning, or ID, right? ID is 2, or email ID, first name, like these are all the things you have to validate. And this is the format of JSON format. Okay, so again I will come on this postman, how to do the setup, how to create a collection, how to create the request, and get what is the get and post. I will explore. Okay, so no worry. So this is the API testing involve the testing the collection of API and checking if they are met expectations for the functionality, reliability, performance, and security, and return the correct response. So these are all the things we will validate this. It is used to determine whether the output is well structured, useful to the another application or not. Check the response on the basis of the input request parameter. Check how much time or API is taking to retrieve and authorize the data to, right? So here we can also check the performance. Here also we can check the security, right? And we are also going to check the response data, which is important, it is coming properly or not. Got it, right? So this is the, that's why all the companies looking for the API validation because it will take less time, right? Because as compared to UI, it will take less time and very flexible to test this. Okay, why it is necessary to test? So where we test the API to improve the application test coverage on the business logic, right? So what we are going to check? Business logic. So we having the multiple layer, right? So front end layer, back end layer, and back end layer we having the business logic, right? So database or logic. So we are going to improve our business logic here. You can see the developer uh, is parallelly going to develop the API stuff, and tester, in the real time we are following the agile process. So it's, they can improve more, right? Our business logic, it should like not impact in our production, right? So testing API is important because whether they don't work properly, major issue may occur in the application logic, performance, and security. So these are the things are included here, so we can improve our application and all, right? So API testing tools. So we have Postman, Curl, and SOAP UI. So you can learn any tools, but I will recommend you can go for the Postman. I told you, right? So learning is not only one time so you learn everything. You can you can put on that if you are attending the interview. Just you can put on that, right? Right now I'm working on your some API testing. Uh, like you are working on the UI, right? Or if you want to uh, attend the interview and the interviewer asking do you have a knowledge of API or not, so whatever the validation you have done in the UI, same validation you can show in the API. Got it, right? But here we are having the different way to test. Okay, not like the UI validation, but we having the different way. Okay, so if you have the application of the UI, if you already working on the UI, so same project you can put on the API. Okay, after exploring all the things, because the functionality is same but the things how to test it, that is the different. Okay, so we having the Postman tool and Curl tool and SOAP UI tool. So we will explore this Postman, and not a big deal, like you having the validation and stuff, and we should not learn too much depth in the Postman, but if you having the basics knowledge, because in the Postman be having the many things, guys, so you can explore later. But now if you are looking for job and also you can put the I have used the Postman tool, and you can explore your knowledge, right? So we having the many content on the Google, so if you know the basics, then you can explore your knowledge how in the depth, right? So be having the Postman tool and Curl, so and SOAP UI. So we are going to explore this Postman tool. Okay, so if anyone will ask what tools you have used, so most frequent tool is the Postman tool the people are using, even they're the developer or tester and all, and some of the people are frequently using the SOAP UI also. So and by using the Postman we can also do the automation, but it is not like the 100% automation, and it a little bit, maintenance is very difficult if we will do everything on the Postman. But your manual validation, the Postman is good, and for manual validation you can also do the automation by using the JavaScript. Okay, so we will see that. Okay, so what is the endpoint? Okay, so what happened, you can see here, this is the endpoint, just simple. I have, this is the simple one, but in the real time how it looks like. So you can see here, so here if you having the endpoint, so and this is the also the interview question, what is the endpoint? Okay, so it is also divided, like endpoint is divided into the base URI, this is the website, and resources, right? So this is the base URI, resources, and parameter. Got it, right? So here you can see this is the base URI, resources, and parameter. Got it, right? So this is the endpoint. It is like, okay, so this is called your base URI till here. Got it, right? This is your resources till here, you can see, and this is your parameter. Got it, right? So you can give the example of any website here. So if someone will ask what is the endpoint, so here website, so this is, you can see this is your website, base URI anything. Resources, these are the resources. So here you can see these are the resources: electronic, TV, and application main domain, and these are the parameters. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, so now I have just written some example here. Resource parameter are separated by this question mark. Got it, right? So this resource and parameter is separated by question mark. This is the one param. So we having a multiple param here. You can see SID is the one param. Again we having the another param here. You can see this. Got it, right? You can see this is the one parameter, and this is the another parameter. Got it, right? So resources and parameter are separated by this question mark. Okay, these are the parameters, right? I told you, right? This is the your parameters we are going to use the real time. These are the parameters. Got it, right? So this is the one interview question. What is endpoint? What is the resources? What is the param? Right. So these are the one interview question. You have to understand what is the endpoint. Okay. So what are the types of the REST request? So we having the multiple types here. You can go here. So one dummy site is there where you can do the practice for be having the simple data here. So from here you can do the practice. So we having the get request, a post method, put method, patch method, delete method. So this is the another interview question. Which type of the method, how many types of the method having in API testing, and in your project what method you have used. So we have a get, we have a post, we have a put, and we have a patch, delete, right? So these are the method we will explore here. So get means just we are going to get the information from that. Okay, so you should not you can see here, just I have used this get. Okay, so you can see here we should not having the any body. So this URL, just you will hit enter here, or just we will get the information. Okay, what the information it is. Okay, is right. So I'm getting information of that. Okay, so this is your get. Okay, so get is used to retrieve something from the server, and we cannot modify the server, and we cannot manipulate. Here we are not going to do any modification and anything. We are going to get the data and retrieve the data from the URI or URL. Got it, right? In the above link, this is the request is the get, and we are getting the information from the website, and we are not modifying, adding, and deleting anything. Parameter need to be assigned as a part of request URL only. So only you have to send the parameter as a URL only, then you will get all the information. That is the use of get. So we having the post. So you have to like we having the operation for adding something. You are adding, you want to add something here, then we should go for post. So here again you have to send some data over there, then you will get the response. So let me check if anything having like a post one, so I can show you. Not here. Okay, let me, I have already, no. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, I having this example. So if you will go for the example, then you will understand all the theory. So post means we are trying to add something, like we can take the example of Flipkart, and we are going to add a new product. The parameter should be XML or JSON. One more thing, the interviewer will ask which type of the API you have used. So in the the legacy application, they are using the XML, that is called shop data, right? All the things having the XML format, but you have to tell I have used JSON, means web services. Okay, I'll show you few example of XML also, how it was working, but nobody is using this XML. So we should send as a part of body, not a request URL. Okay, so what is the difference between the post and get? Post means just we are going to send the URL, and we are just retrieving the all the data from the server. Got it, right? But post, you have to send the body. Okay, you have to send the body, and after hitting the request we will get the response in the body format only, JSON body format. Okay, so put means replace our existing data. For example, like if you want to modify something, right? So for example, in the Flipkart is replaced with MI product, we replace with MI Pro. Okay, so existing data is there, just we are going to modify, right? So this is your put method. Delete means simple. If you want to delete some product from that is called your delete. So one more thing is there, that is called header here. So sometime what happen, you have to also validate this header part. Okay, so this is like again development things, or someone will ask you, can you validate this header part also? Okay, so again it will come on the development step, the how this developer is going to develop this API logic. Okay, so this is your header part. Okay, so now we will come on the Postman. So just you can read the theory. Okay, so I don't want to read all the theory. So Postman is a one types of the tools, and here we having the why Postman and use of like accessibility. We can access the things used for the collection or collaboration, creating the environment, creating the test, automation testing, debugging, continuous integration. So these all the features we are able to do by using the Postman. Okay, so how to use this Postman? So just you can download the Postman. I having the URL, so just you can go in the Google, or you can directly type here download Postman. So you will get this link and go here, and you can see we have this here. So download app, if you will click on that, you will get here Windows 32-bit or 64-bit. So as per that you can just click on that, so you will get this exe file. Okay, so I have already, so I'm going to cancel it. Got it, right? So after downloading the Postman, you know how to install this, right? Just you have to click, you will able to download. So this all the steps I have written here. Okay, so window, select the workspace tool, and you need to click on the save and performance. So what happens, so if you will using first time Postman, then it will looks like this. Okay, when you will open this Postman, so it will looks like this. So you have to here select the workspace. You can write the any workspace. If you will click on this new, it will create a new collection. Okay, it will click a new collection. So collection is like a project folder. Okay, inside this we can create the subfolder. Okay, so this is the Postman features, new import runner. Also you here you can see we having the new import runner. So what is the use of this? But we are not going to use all the features for the Postman. So what is the necessary and important things, and what we are going to use frequently, this all the things we can use. If you want to learn in the very depth, then you will get many tutorial to learn the Postman tools. But whatever the means important things we are going to highlight in this session. So we having the new, we can create a new, this is the where you will create a new request and collection or environment. Okay, I'll show you one example. I will show you how to create and how to start this. If you want, we having the existing project, you can import inside this. We having the runner here, you can do the automation. Open new means open a new tab, Postman window, run window, and by clicking on that, like it will open the new window. Let me something is there, where is this tab? Okay, okay, uh, okay, so leave this, I'll show you later if I will get this option. Okay, so my workspace, so I'll show you this. This is the workspace name. So if you want to create your new workspace, just click on the create. You will create a new workspace where your all the project will be there. Got it, right? So invite, history, collections, so request tab, http request. So these are the things which is available inside this Postman. Just go through once. If you are able to find this thing, if you are not able to find, leave it, no worry. Okay, so request url, save, param. You can see here we will get all the, this is the important things here. So this is the all whatever as per your project requirement, we can select these methods. And this is the URI tab. So here you can give, you can say we having the send, This is the param. So sometimes we have to give the parameterization step, right? I have shown you right here uh, in endpoint, right? So you will get it this here param, or this all the information you will get from the developer. Okay, so authorization. So this is the important things. So in the API we having the multiple authorization. Okay, so this is the important thing, like API key, where token, basics, right? So these are the authorization key, and again it depend upon the your project, which type of the authentication they are going to use. Sometime API key or where token, and you have to give here. So without this you are not able to access that API, right? So sometime the interviewer will ask you what type of the authorization is there in the API. You have to tell this, so you can note down this. So what is the important here? API key, where token, and auth 01 and auth 02. These are the authentication that we are going to use frequently. Okay, got it, right? So these are the headers. So I told you, right? So sometime you have to also validate the header part. You having the body. Okay, so if you want to give here body in the post, we have to pass here body. So how to check this? So just click on raw, and here one interviewer will ask this type, this question in text stuff. What we have multiple options. Okay, I thought what type of the question they are asking, right? So we having the text, we having the JavaScript, JSON, HTML. So these are the format you can pass the body, right? So we having the JSON format. So we will use here JSON, and we will pass the body here. Got it, right? So these all the important things I have written here. So headers, body, I have shown you. Pre-request a script, so might be sometime you have to write the pre-request a script here. So in Postman, just we are going to use your JavaScript coding, but I'll suggest you don't go for in the depth for JavaScript. You should learn the rest assured, right? Because you are good in Java, right? So here just like sometime what happen, be having the manual things, or it is a not coverage of automation, right? So some of the scenario I'm already working in the API testing last 6 to 7 months. So some of the scenario is very complicated, we cannot automate this. Might be having 100 test cases, right? you know 100 test cases, like we having the 10 project or 10 modules are there in my project. On this 10 modules, 100 test cases we are not able to automate. And what happened, your manager will tell you, can you run the regression suite? How it is difficult to run this regression for 100 test cases, and be having the less time, how to do that? So you can explore how to automate the things from the Postman also. Okay, so these are the scenario we'll get in the real time. Some of the test cases we are not able to automate. We have to do regression also, and you have to do manual validation also, and if you have number of the test cases is more, how to do that, right? So we will explore how to do automation in the Postman also. So we having the test also here. You can see this is the test. So here you can write the some script over there, and you can validate your API test cases. Got it, right? So this is how Postman all the things will work. So working with get request. Now get request is used for retrieve the information from the given. So URI, there will be a no change done in the endpoint. So if you having the get, we should not do anything here, and we should not do any changes over there. Just you have to do. So what happen, if you will get the first window, might we will get like that. Okay, so I'm going to create one collection. So if I will click here, you can see you will get this window. Okay, this window pop up. So I'm going to create a collection is like we are creating our project. So API testing, I'm writing this collection name. If I will tell you the collection, it is like the project. Okay, and 31. Okay, so just create, this folder will be created. Where it is created, it's already there in my system, this all you know multiple project here where it is created. So this one. Okay, so you can see this is the folder. If you will clear this triple dot, inside this I'm going to create my test cases. Okay, so just click on this add. Okay, so I'm going to write here request data here. So request name. So this is the, like, I can understand TC0 get a test. I'm validating this might be your test cases. You can write your test cases name in the real time. You can write your test cases name. Okay, here test my test. Oh shit. Okay, so I'm just going to do rename here, this one. Okay, rename option is there. It is like very easy tool. Okay, so you will not struggle much here. So so TC 01, like that I'm giving the name. Okay, so if we will go, you can see, just go here and click here. Okay, so let me close this all. Okay, so you guys are close all the tabs. Okay, save it, which is not saved before. Just that option we are getting, just you can save all the project, otherwise it won't be there. Okay, so you have to save. If you will not save, it will gone. So I'm also closing this. Okay, so now, so this is our test cases, like we have, right? You can see. So now we have to validate this, our test cases. Okay, so first you have to check which types of the methods you are going to use. So we having the multiple methods, so I'm going to use here get method. Okay, and here you can enter your URL. So now we will go here. So same, all the steps I have written here. Here enter collection name, anything you can write the collection name. Let me increase this. So click on create, and we need to create a workspace, right? So you can create a workspace. So I'll told you, I already told you, right? If you are new, if your window is new for your Postman tool, so you have to give some workspace name, or any name you can give. Okay, for workspace, not a big deal. Okay, so now again I'm going to create a collection. Click on and add. Okay, so click on the new and click on this here, add request. So inside this collection be having the add request. So I'm going to create a, so I have done everything, right? So now we having this URI. Okay, so I told you, right? So get means just we are going to get the all the information for this URI. That's it. You should not give anything. You can see by default we having the header. So this is developed by the people who has developed this, this API stuff, developer. Okay, so now what you have to do, just you have to click the send. Same, you can just visualize this, right? So make my trip. In make my trip, you are clicking on the search button, so hitting the request, right? So when you will click on the search button, it will hit the request for the all the logic which is integrated with the another application. And you can see I am here, right? So but I have to go in the response. Okay, so this is your response tab. Okay, so inside this response tab we having the body, we having the cookies, header, test run. So we will go in the header. You can see now we are getting the status is okay, right? I have shown you, right? What do you meaning of 200 means it is successfully, we are going to retrieve all the data from this URI. Understood, right? So in the real time what happened, you have to validate this JSON data. So this is the one challenge. Okay, still I am working on that, how to make these things easy to validate in the real time, this all this data. Okay, so if we having the many editor to understand this. Okay, so you can go for like JSON editor. Okay, so you can go here in JSON editor. So we having the JSON editor, you will get many editor. Okay, so but here now the challenge to retrieve, or what is this, not this one, leave it. I think we have this already. We'll go for online one. Okay, so you can see, just I'm going to show you this how it looks like. So this is the my request is coming. You can see how it's look like. So again, this is working on the array, you can see. So in the real time it is looks like the same, and you have to validate the things. Okay, so we will come on that, so no worry about that. So just we are how at least we should know what is API testing, how to validate this, and what you have to, postman tool, how to start this postman tool and all. So this is the first example we have given. So here what the steps you have to do: first you have to select the get, then you have to enter here, if you are using the get method, then where you will get this URL. So all the developer will give it to you to testing. Okay, so no worry about that. So these are the thing, hitting the send button. Then here a status, we are going to get the 200, means it is working fine. Okay, let me show you one more thing. If I will write something, okay, wrong, what happened? You can see we are getting 4 not found. Okay, 4 not 404 not found, means something we having the wrong here, means this URI is wrong. So if we will go in this, where is that site, what is the 404? You can see, go here. What do you meaning of 404? You can see not found, right? The server cannot be find the request resource in browser. This means the URL is not recognized. Okay, in an API can also mean that endpoint is valid, but resource itself does not exist. Endpoint is valid, but server may also send the response instead of 403 to hide this existing resources for the unauthorized client. Or sometime what will happen, you are not authorized. Okay, so sometime you will get this 403, and this response code is probably the most famous one of the due to frequent occurrence, right? Because this URI you have, written this wrong. Got it, right? So these are the status you will get it if something went wrong and you have to validate it. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so this is the test cases. Okay, so we having another test cases I'm going to create. Let me create a get test 2, get test 02. Okay, now same thing. Okay, so here we have already, you will get from the developer. Okay, now you have to go here and you have to just hit this. Okay, so here again we are getting this all the information, but here you can write some simple script to validate this. Okay, and this script is developed on the JavaScript. But just if you want to explore, you can explore the JavaScript, but it's again depend upon you. Okay, so here what you have to validate here: verify the status code, verify response body, and verify the number of the page. These are all the things you have to validate. If you are doing the manual, just you have to validate, or you have to, just so just you can check it is returning the response properly or not. That's it. But if you have to write some automation, just click on this tests. Okay, so now I'm going to just, this is the simple code. Okay, so this is written on your JavaScript. Okay, so this is the one type of the module. Okay, you can say module, right? Test. Let me okay, so first we will understand first line. So this is your module name. Okay, so this is the library of the JavaScript. Here you can write anything here, like the what validation you have to do, so it will display on your console. And this is the something like response code. So response code, it is like the, you can see, if I will write response, you can see you will get this option. So if you want to validate this response code, so we having this, I think this is the type of the class. I did not go from the complete library of the JavaScript, but if you want to validate response code, then we will use this response code dot, again it will come the code, code, okay, and you can use double equal operator for validation. Okay, so same thing that we are going to validate to the others part, validating the response body. Okay, so this all the library is coming from JavaScript library. Okay, you can see here, if I will mouse over here, you can get the all the information, convert JavaScript object, JSON string, and this is the param text and all. So you will get it. If you want to explore this much, so you can take the help from the Google to explore this, but I'm going to tell you how to validate. If you might be you join the company and they having the same script and they want, hey, you have to do some automation like that, then you guys are like, at least you having the basics knowledge for this, so you are not like you, it feel like it is a very new for me and are struggling to write the code and all, right? So you will get this library option. Yes, you will get the recording. Okay, I'm already recording this. You will get the recording, okay, on the Skype group. Okay, so this is the how we can. So what the validation you have to do, again I will go here, select get, sorry, this is the verification we have to do. Verify status code, verify response body, and in response body I'm going to validate some data one. Okay, this is something is data is there, right? So if you want to validate some attribute name, so this is this JSON is working on the key value pair, you can see, right? This is key and this is the value. Okay, and I already shown you, right? This is how it's returning the value. And if you will go, if you will having the nested JSON, so it will work on your array concept. You can see we having that array. That's why I'm always I'm going to tell you, if you will know the Java, you will learn and you can acquire any language easily. You know already what is the array concept, right? So we having the array, inside this array we having the multiple value, right? So if you having the nested JSON, it is working on the array concept. Okay, so I will come on that later. Got it, right? So where we are. Okay, so if you want to retrieve, or sorry, if you want to like validate some, this value is available or not, so we can see, if we will, so all this library will come here only. You can see request body is there, request body dot has, might be this is the method name. Okay, okay, and here passing this any attribute and any value you can pass here to check it is available or not. Got it, right? So this is how you can check to validation. Next validation, we are going to pass the JSON. Okay, so here I'm going to validate this page equal to 2 is there or not. So for the three validation, we having the three stuff here. For simple response code, I will use the response code. For simple, if you want to retrieve or if you want to validate some string value and all, just we can use the response body. And if you want to pass this value, so we having the JSON dot pass, you can pass here response body and it will return, right? This is the variable. Okay, this is like the common data type we can tell variable, and this is the response is your variable name. Okay, so here again this module page number, so here you can write as per the test case name, because it will show you on the console response dot get page. So this value you have to give the same here. If you will not give the same, then you will get the error here. And again we are using the equal operator. So this is the validation we are going to use in Postman to automate this. So just I'm going to run this and just check here. So this is the automation validation we are getting. Okay, so I'm going to do something like the test is going to fail, like I'm writing something and I'm going to run this. You can see here validating response body asserts an expected false truly, because this is not available. Data 1 2 is not available. If anything you will get the fail, then what happen, you will get like that fail, a status is fail. So what happened, so again this is again how you can make your automation more so because in the real time, I told you right, in the postman you can do that. Okay, and I'll suggest you you having the basics knowledge of that, because I don't know the company what type of the automation they're going to use. Might be they will tell you no, you have to only work on this postman and you have to automate everything on using the postman. What you can do if you don't know anything, right? At least you know the basics, you can take the help from the Google and you can automate this, right? So just you can do hands-on practice, and we'll see if I have some work from tomorrow morning, but I'm not sure if I'm able to return back. So I will take your session. If I'm not, so might be I will take your next weekend. Okay, so I will send you this document. Okay, request document. So this document, okay, and you guys can start. And API is important, so please start to work on the API testing. Okay, so you will get the recording here. You can take the help from the recording as well. Okay, bye all of you. Can do the practice for the same. Hope this session will help help you guys, because I am also exploring myself this, and I am working from long time to make subject easy. Okay. Okay, bye.